Why are you trying to kiss me now? We've been friends for years. That's so weird. I thought you were gay. I've always seen you as a friend. Any of this sound familiar? I know I've heard some of these a time or two. Creepiness is a lack of awareness and a lack of adjustment. I want you to no longer dance around your intent with anyone you are talking to. If you are interested, you need to show it. Hello, welcome to the channel. I am Professor Glow Up, where we talk about glowing up in every category based on actual scientific evidence, as well as give real, practical tips and advice that you can apply immediately. In this video, we're going to talk about not coming off boring and learning how to talk sexual with a woman. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you any cheesy lines or those stupid 60 phrases to get her into bed, because those are all completely ridiculous. I will go over the mindset, how to react and misinterpret, and some small subtle body language tricks that you can apply immediately. If you haven't checked out my part 1 to stop being a creep, make sure to do that immediately after this video. It's down below. It first starts in your mind. I know we as men are conditioned to not show our intent if we are into her. We will get canceled or me too. It is not taboo to talk about sex. If you really want to learn about that, just see how girls talk to their girlfriends. It's extremely detailed. And notice how you see the most charismatic celebrities that are being interviewed all be somewhat suggestive when they interview, because they genuinely don't care how they are perceived, which is highly attractive. This is all great, but how do I practically do it? You start with misinterpretation. I want you to always misinterpret whenever she says anything remotely sexual. Some examples will be if she says something like, "I love your jacket." You could say, "Eyes up here, please." Obviously, implying she's checking you out. She could say, "It's so hot in here." You could say, "I have that effect on people. I'm so sorry about that." The reason we do that is we want her to know we understand that you enjoy sex too, and we will not judge or shame you for it. If you feel that the conversation is at a low point and you're at a spot where people are dancing, point at a couple and say, "How wild do you think their sex life is?" And point to some clumsy or nerdy dancing. She'll likely laugh and give a response, which you can then go off of. And then after she goes off of that, I want you to transition into her past relationships and tease and be like, "I bet your ex-boyfriend wasn't that wild in bed," pointing back to that nerdy couple dancing. She will laugh and say, "No, it wasn't." You can say anything in the realm of, "I think I can help with that," with a slight smirk, but be non-reactive to whatever she reacts with. We need to talk about sex in the relationship to not only show her that we don't care and it's just something people do, but we also want her to picture you two doing those things together. We want to get that into her mind. We need to remember, in order to stimulate her body, we need to stimulate her mind first. Let me and other people watching this video down below what lines that you have used to get sex into the conversation. I would love to hear them. Next, let's talk about some small body language tips that you can do that will help introduce a more sexual vibe than friendly and platonic. First, of course, is the upside down triangle. You look from left eye to right eye to lips, back to left eye. Pretty simple and straightforward. Don't do this too fast or you'll get dizzy, and don't do it too often and she'll catch on. Be subtle. Next is a double-sided compliment. Now, I don't mean a neg or a tease or whatever those guys call it. That's a little different. This is a genuine compliment, but saying something she would look better in. Like, "I do think you look stunning tonight, but I think you would look even sexier if you wore these kind of shoes," or "this kind of dress." Use this a little bit later in the interaction when you establish enough rapport and you can actually get away with it. She could either tell you she actually has that at her place, or she could say, "Oh, really?" And you say, "Yeah," and then elaborate even more on this outfit that you think she would look even better in. And then you can flip it back on her and say, "What do you like guys to wear other than what I'm wearing?" Little cocky funny, but you're implying that she is into you. You can arouse the body, but the mind needs to be aroused more. She can just get up and leave when you're in bed. We have all seen very good looking dudes get blown out because they don't hold the conversation and provide witty banter. That is where we will excel at. Let's talk a little bit more on getting her to chase. What does that look like? It looks like you are making advances and telling her to stop. Again, assuming she is into you. You could say such things as, "Stop looking at me like that. We're in public right now." Or, "Please don't lick your lips like that. I'm not a piece of meat. I'm a human being. Are you trying to get me drunk right now? It's actually working." Now, what if this fails and she thinks you're escalating too fast? If you escalate too fast and she says, "I don't know you like that," or I don't know, let's talk about something else. You can say, "Oh no, I'm sorry, you're right. We are in a bar or a club and people talk about boring, superficial stuff. How's your day today?" And I want you to say that in a very boring, monotonous tone. This will show that you are non-reactive and actually being quite meta, because you know that most conversations at bars are extremely boring and you want to do something more exciting. We explained how important it is to be verbally suggestive, but what about those subtle body language signs that she's into you? Make sure to check out that video now. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.